So, hello, all two viewers, and welcome to the first episode of Two Idiots, One Console. The premise is we are two idiots.
On one console.
Today we're going to be playing Timberborn, and probably tomorrow, and maybe the next day. I don't really know. The plan is to try to stream every day at 5 o'clock Pacific time, which we're already like an hour late to.
So, wonderful way to start.
Off to a great fucking start. Am I allowed to cuss on here? I don't care. I'm gonna do it until somebody tells me not to.
Technically, YouTube rules, because we're going to be uploading this to YouTube, is...
It's not going to be monetized for a long-ass time anyway, if we ever manage it, so...
Yeah, true.
I'll start censoring when YouTube cares.
Right. Alright, you ready?
So, new game.
New game.
If you haven't ever seen Timberborn before, the premise is you've got beavers, and they build a little settlement, so it's largely like colony management, which I'm particularly good at, and he's not necessarily.
Not at all.
He is the one in control of the mouse, though, so...
Yep. So there's folktales, which, as you can see, easygoing but hardworking. Folktales are expert farmers. They respect nature and rewards them with plentiful bounties.
What the deal is folktales, if you put them into a building, like you have the housing buildings, they will make babies on their own.
Yeah, and
the other guys only reproduce through test tube babies.
The folktale's motto is comfort food and sturdy wood, because I was going to finish that, and then you decided to cut in and go on a tangent.
I don't know, that's the important distinction.
You could have waited until I got to Iron Teeth.
Anyway, the Iron Teeth.
Defectors of the traditional timber ways, they mastered iron and science to build advanced machinery. They achieve progress through ingenuity, efficiency, and disregard for the environment, as well as test tube babies.
Their motto, work hard, work hard.
Their motto is work hard, work hard. We're going to be playing as the folktales, because I've not done Iron Teeth yet, and that scares me.
Yeah, it's... we both watched Real Civil Engineer. If he ends up here somehow, that would be so awesome.
Oh, that would be so fun.
It's not going to happen, but that would be cool.
We can hope.
We follow all the big gaming channels for the most part. But yeah, no, so you've seen him play those before. If anybody else watching has seen him play, he's always playing Iron Teeth. You can only reproduce by specifically and intentionally reproducing, whereas with the folktales, they'll just do it on their own as long as there's empty beds, which I find much more manageable.
Yeah. Anyway, folktales. There are plenty of maps that are official maps. There are also custom maps. We're not doing custom maps today. So.
We figured what we'd do is pick one and then try to expand the beaver civilization to the whole map.
Yep.
Which is gonna take a long time.
Oh, yeah.
But we're definitely not doing it in one video. Oh my god, that would take way too long.
And we're not doing this one because this one would be the easiest to actually spread to the whole map on because it's such a tiny map.
Yeah. So not fair to do the teeny tiny ones. Yeah. We want to do something that's like a decent size.
This one would also be relatively easy because of the fact that it's also relatively small.
Although I'm thinking maybe we don't do like the biggest possible maps because that would be so obnoxious.
This one is going to be
that looks like a clusterfuck anyway.
Terraces would also be a pain because it's like both
terraces.
Helix Mountain could be a pain. It could be done well, but it is one of the biggest maps, as is Plains and Lakes. Those are the biggest maps that we've just gone through.
What is Beaverome?
Beaverome is this monstrosity here.
Yeah, that's a lot going on.
Yeah, which... I feel like this one's doable.
Let's see what Canyon and Craters look like as well. So okay, Canyon, I've played that map. I can't ever remember what the hell the names of the maps are.
You and I have actually started a beaver room. And then you said Cliffside or Craters?
Craters.
Craters is this one.
Craters could be interesting.
Looks like the water source is over here.
Yeah, maybe. So we'll probably start in that section, which the idea is to...
This is basically just going to be only water, except for during bad tides, because this is downhill from this.
When I point, follow my finger with the cursor so that they can see what the hell I'm pointing at, but so the bad water sources look like they're just here, 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 and over there.
Yeah.
Which would mean it's going to be relatively easy to clear out this middle section, and then we could dam that up and fill it up with real water. My question is, where the hell is that draining to? Oh, it looks like it might be going down that way.
Might be coming down this way.
I don't know. This
'Cause,
one,
like,
this could be a good one.
This is his water source. I don't think this is a bad water source because there's blue over here. Right? So this tells me there's a water source here, especially because there's the green.
Well, yeah, there's a
it.
real water. It's either that one up here.
So this is, I think,
dumping into that one.
Because
yeah.
that looks like a waterfall there, so that's going to be the bad water source.
Yeah,
And
so
it's
everything
dumping
else
into
is downhill from there, which, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, this could be a good map. I do like this.
You want to do this one?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. All right, we're going to do normal because
Easier.
we're decent, and we're, like, if we did easy, it would be way too easy. Hard, and it would be a little bit too hard, so we're going to do normal.
Yeah, which I like trying to play the hardest difficulty for fun, but it's not easy.
Do we want to check out the customized settings? Because I don't think we ever have.
I've never looked at them, but I don't really care too much. Let's see them just to see what they are.
Let's see them just to see. Starting adults, starting children.
So we could start with hella beavers.
Yeah. Food consumption, water consumption,
And starting
food,
starting water.
Temperate weather duration, 13 to 17 days. Droughts
are on and bad tides are on, which I like having to work around those.
I kind of hate bad tides, but
I hate them, but I like having to work around them.
Yeah.
Building refund rate is 75%, which I don't really care.
Chance.
I think that just means everybody's going to get hurt at some point.
I would fucking turn that down, but whatever.
I don't know, we've never really had bad luck with injuries, so...
Thus far, anyway.
Yeah, I don't know, I don't think we really need to change any of the settings, so...
So we'll just leave it on normal.
Normal and start.
Here we go. Dun, 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 dun. Okay, here we go. What do we... The idiots village.
Just call them the idiots.
Just the idiots?
It's just the idiots.
Okay.
Now it's way more than 2 idiots.
Yeah, now we've got more than 2 idiots. But we're not changing the challenge. We're not changing the channel name.
Alright, so start and immediately pause.
Pause
Which is always a good move at the beginning. I'm actually good at this game, so I guess I'll just tell people what my logic is. Because at the beginning of the game, basically, the time is always moving, so the best thing that you can do is pause it, so that you're not, like, wasting time. Figure out where your resources are. Figure out where you'll need to put, like, things like a dam to make sure that there's still water during the dry seasons, and where you want to put the farm, and how you want to get to everywhere.
Our first
Which
dam,
it looks like we've already got... It looked like there was a staircase down into the river over there.
There is indeed.
Oh, that'll be helpful. So we dam up over here, and then we can grow in the water.
Yeah, I'm thinking our first dam should be right here next to this tree.
That's exactly what I was thinking.
Along here, and then what we'll do is, as we go, we'll put in a 2-high dam, like right here, right, and then we can put in a 3-high dam.
Yeah, I don't know. Don't worry about it yet.
And here. And then a 4-high, and so on and so forth.
Let me see how everything's getting into there. So it's just...
This one
so it's just flowing in from one place. Is it leaving, or is that just going to continue to fill?
So that's... Look, it's coming over here and
so
leaving
it's going
there.
that
so that's
way.
not a water source.
That's not a water source. That is. The other one is.
And it's coming through a tunnel. Oh.
Going down through one, anyway.
It's going down and then spitting out over here.
That was in the update. I remember that.
Oh.
Finally, tunnels. Oh my god, that would have been helpful.
Right, but yeah, so it's going out there. This one is also spitting out over into here and going out that way.
Which if we fill that up, that would make a lot of planting space.
No, actually, it's coming this way and going out over here. This is where...
Well, yeah, I just mean, like, if we dam the whole thing up.
No, I'm just saying, like, this is... Because I was talking about, like, there's the water source is back
Look, there's already a little bridge there.
Yeah. But there's the water source there. The bad water source is in there.
Alright, so that area will be really nice to live in at some point. Do we have a food source nearby? Where are we? Go back to where we are.
Right here. So we've got berries right here.
Jesus, I couldn't remember if I'd seen any berries.
We've got berries right there. Okay, so first things first. Let's go ahead and do... Where is it?
What are you looking for?
Harvester.
Oh no, I was thinking we'd...
Gather, rather.
Yeah. Alright, put down a gathering flag and then... yeah, there... Make sure that we can put a path on it.
I was trying to figure out where exactly, but I'm thinking
Just start
one
out
here.
with one. I don't think we need two yet. And then
Okay.
put the wood cutting flag over near the wood. And mark it all for cutting.
And then... wood. Lumberjack flag. Just over near these ones.
Yeah, make sure that they
it
can
looks
hit.
like,
We
yeah,
can't
there's
get
another
down.
slope
Oh, there
there.
is. Fuck yeah.
So they can get to those if we have it close enough to them.
Yeah, so just
Right
make
here.
sure, yeah.
Which we'll do there
And then probably put two of those down.
and there.
So we're gonna need water storage, water production, dam.
Yeah.
I will be right back. You work on all of that.
Yeah. Alright. Mark.
Now you're gonna have to learn how to talk to people.
Yay! Talking! Alright, so we're cutting all of these trees.
It occurred to me if I close the door a little bit, the cats will probably make less noise.
Possibly. Cut all of these trees. And then... Alright. So now we've got that set up and going. We will need to set up a farmhouse, which I'm thinking we'll set right here. And we'll set another right there. We'll set this one to the lowest priority and this one to the highest so that they actually go and do things. We'll go ahead and plant crops. We need to plant one of these crops right here. We don't have these two because these two are water only, which we'll get to that. We'll get to that. But carrots. I'm thinking we'll just go ahead and do that right there. That ought to do us for now, because we are also going to need water pumps, which water pumps are basically your lifeline in this. So we'll build one there. Which, where's the exit on that again? Yeah, so we can put one there, right? One there and one there. Path down to there, just like that. Because eventually we've got some other stuff that I'll put in here as well. But that, and then we'll actually go ahead and pause, and we'll just leave these two, and actually we'll just up the priority on these as well. And that ought to be good for the time being. So we'll go ahead and speed that up, let them go a little bit faster, get this stuff done. Yeah. He's already gathering food, which is good. Whenever this has enough logs, it'll get built. Right now we have two of these. We'll make it 4, because then they can actually do shit for us. We'll slow it down just a little bit. But yeah, we'll be able to get plenty of water, it looks like. You know what? I might as well go ahead and path this real quick, so that way that's connected on in, because we are going to need that to be connected in. Over here, I want to have a path to that. So that way I know that they will actually go for it. Currently, we only have one unemployed beaver, so that's good. We'll see what happens going forward, I suppose. Just gonna go ahead and wait for a bit. So this is, oh, perfect. Okay. Drop that down to 2. Drop you down 1. Cool. Alright, no more unemployed beavers. We will need to drop this down later, whenever we get these guys done. Okay. Alright. And he's back, which means he can tell me if I'm fucking up.
Did you figure out how to talk to people?
No. I have been jabbering my head off and I have no idea if it worked. But how do you like the setup so far?
That is a lot of water production, but yeah, we're probably going to need
3 of them are paused for now.
Did you build the dam yet?
Oh crap! That's what I forgot. I knew I was forgetting something. See, this is why I need you. So we'll need boop, and then to get us over there.
Yeah, it's I mean, you could do that in one of a couple of ways. See if it's close enough. Like, get out of that and then click on it. See if they're. Yeah, it's close enough for them to at least start it, so
That's
probably
good.
raise the priority of the dam, because I know we're only on day
Yeah.
2, but that's the thing that we're going to need.
Doop, 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 doop.
How many people do you have farming right now?
Right now 2.
2. And they're prioritizing planting.
And I've got 3 in my builder. Three builders.
That works, and then obviously somebody's... Do you have water storage?
I do not yet. Storage. No.
No.
Barrel.
This is why I'm important.
Yes. Actually, it might be best to put right here.
Yeah, put a
And
couple of
then-
them.
There. You think 2's enough?
No.
For now?
2's always the, like, it should be enough number, and it never is. That ought to be good.
Okay, 5 for
And
now.
then mark them all as water so that they don't
Oh, yeah.
not
better.
know what it is.
Boop.
Hit play.
Doop.
Like, let it go while you do that. And everybody's thirsty.
Oh, it's a good thing this thing's working.
Yep.
You're pumping his wood. Sorry, that's a joke that that we've kind of stolen from Real Civil Engineer.
I mean, not even
Hopefully forgive us.
necessarily stolen. We've just always said it.
Yeah.
It's funny.
Um.
Said it since we heard him say it because it's funny.
Yeah, it is funny.
Alright, do me a favor. I want to follow the river that we can unblock right next
Oh,
to.
I already
yeah.
have.
Where does that go?
Off the map.
Sick.
It goes
dumps
basically
directly off
fucking
screen?
nowhere.
Okay. So we'll eventually open that up once we can dam it up on the other side.
Yeah,
which
once
I
we
want to
can
use
put a dam
levees,
over
not an
here.
actual dam, so that it doesn't keep pouring water that way.
Yeah.
Because I just want to have that dammed
You
up
just
for
want more.
crop purposes.
You want more
Yeah.
green.
I figure we'll do...
We'll just do a levees like super high over here, I figure.
I don't think it's worth it. I think we just dam it up closer, because all I want to do is
wanna
green up
make
the area.
whole thing green, if we want to
Yeah,
populate
but
the
that's-
entire area.
That it's not going to matter in those little bits right there. It's going to matter in the flatter area. Because it's not like we're going to grow crops there.
Yeah, I know, but
or
like,
trees.
if we do, what I'm saying is like really high levees here. You know, it'll be green enough that it'll get up into here as well.
Yeah, not without flooding the rest. Turn around. Like, spin the screen around. Where's the problem?
I'm not talking higher than this.
Yeah,
This
but
would
in order to
be.
green up that top of the cliff, you would have to fuck up the rest of the. You would flood everything.
I don't know if that's in. I don't know. We'll see. Well, when we get there, we'll
Okay.
work on things.
So the other thing that we need to start doing right away is get a water wheel going and the
Yes.
whatever the hell the thing is that makes planks is.
You want to put it here?
I was thinking more like around the corner over there. Yeah.
Right here?
Yeah.
I'm thinking you want to make two?
Yeah. This is not the greatest location for our industrial district, but it will do. And then path down from that stair area. And then you just need to get the path close to it. It won't matter if it's right up to it. See?
Yeah, it looks like it's good now. Alright. And then we'll need to go lumber mill. Should be able to go right there for
Yeah,
power.
it can sit right there. And that only requires 15 wood, but we are constantly at a wood deficit right now. That whole area there is loggable, right?
Oh yeah, no, I made the whole area in this area loggable. I actually think I might want to do more straight path whenever we can.
Have the ability.
Yeah, whenever the ability is there. Okay. We have had 2 beavers grow up, by the way.
Oh, that's good. And also bad. We need to start housing production at some point.
Yeah, we do. I'm thinking we put the lodges in right here, basically.
That's what I was thinking too.
You want me to start building them?
We've got 12 beavers, so we need 4 of them to house what we have, and then probably 2 extra to make more. You can put them right up to the edge there. Look. See?
Yep, 5.
And then we'd have to
And
build
then
stairs and stuff, so we need science.
I can just put one right here.
Let's go with the 1 extra for now, and then we'll create some science buildings. Or at least 1 science building. So that way we can get the science points to unlock staircases and all the shit. And now for a moment of science!
You want to put the inventor right here?
Yeah. That is a reference to my freshman year biology teacher.
Alright, and
Mr.
now...
Golick, you're awesome.
Hey,
He'll never
we
see
got
this.
water storage going. Alright.
And then make sure that we can get behind there. Like, don't block off that we can get behind those buildings.
There is a way back right here.
Yeah.
At the moment.
I'm just making sure. Like, don't put it so that we can't get behind them ever, because we need to be able to continue to get there.
I'll just put a path in like this. Because that'll keep us from putting anything that'll block it.
Yeah, okay. Alright, we've got 2 water production, which is not really keeping up with the beavers, but we also don't really have anybody that could do a job right now. What are you doing?
I'm editing.
Okay.
Because that frees up all of this area here.
Yeah, and we could put,
And
like,
it'll
wood
still
or
get
something
people
there.
behind.
Oh, let's go get one of the teeth grindstones and put it in that little corner.
Yeah, teeth
ahead of
grindstone.
time.
Where is that?
That's in well-being, I think.
Well-being.
Yeah.
Teeth grindstone.
And just shove it in that corner. Raise its priority all the way up. It only takes like a couple of logs.
5 logs.
Yeah, might as well.
Alright. I'm surprised they haven't built the houses yet.
Yeah, normally these get the beavers want to fuck.
Yeah.
Normally the first thing they build is the houses. We don't need that kind of stuff yet. I want to.
We may not need it yet, but we will eventually, so it might be
If you're going to put it down, put it there. Yeah.
Might be a good idea to at least have it going.
Yeah, setting in the background for us to
we can always
pause.
have it yeah.
Yeah. Which also, for people that have never played this game, you can pause them building the buildings, which is what he's done.
Yeah.
Or
I
you can pause
think I
them using the
mentioned
buildings.
that. I do think I mentioned that.
Yeah.
Not like specifics, but
Go
Get
check and
closer.
see if they can get to those.
to these?
Mm-hmm.
Too far from the district.
And that's why they're not being built.
Alright.
So we could either demolish the trees in the way, which I kind of don't want to do, or we could do the weird curvy route, yeah. See if that got them close enough.
Okay.
And then that one's too far. Which, hopefully in the amount of time it takes us to get there, we can get the path closer, so... Yeah, or that.
That one.
Okay, yeah, these need to be...
Oh, you know what? That might these might be because this isn't.
Whatever, we can get really
Built
close
yet.
right now and we can fix the paths later.
Yeah. As these two trees get cut. Alright.
So we've got crops going. Oh, we're gonna need storage for the crops. That's another thing we should be working on.
Small warehouse for crops.
I don't think small warehouse is worth it.
Medium warehouse for crops.
There you go. And then don't place that in a green area. Leave the green areas open.
How about right there?
Yeah.
And
then
we'll do a
path up and mark ahead of time for carrots. I wish it would just let you click and drag the stupid sidewalks.
Right. Carrots.
Carrot.
Alright.
Do we want to start one for berries too?
What?
Do we care? Do we want to start building one for berries too? Do we care?
I don't think we need to, because
I
like,
think we,
this, between the berries that can get stored in here. Well, no, storing did, so probably not. So we might.
Okay, is there any way that we can get to other trees in the area aside from what is already marked? Yeah, no.
At the moment, no.
Okay, so we need
Not
to
until
really hurry
not
up.
until our dam is finished.
We need to really hurry up the production, like making the lumber mill happen. Because that's the only way that we can get the forester.
Up the priority.
Sick, and then we've got a beaver that doesn't have a job right now, so we could put him anywhere.
Which, right now, where do you want to put him? I was thinking in here.
Yeah. It is a good rule of thumb to dump your excess into the builders, because then at least you know where they are.
Yeah. Alright, this tree needs to be cut first, guys. Come on.
They'll get there.
Not fast enough.
You know, and then I figure we just turn the area that currently has trees into another planting area.
This area here?
Yeah, and then I think we keep down from there as a different, like, farming area. If the farm reaches... No, down. Closer to the bottom of the screen.
You mean over here, or you mean over
here? Oh, dear Lord, in this area.
You said down, that doesn't tell me shit unless you point, so you mean this area. Okay.
It means move the mouse down.
Yeah, and I moved the mouse down.
You moved the mouse up, and then you moved it to the bottom of the screen.
You said near the bottom of the screen.
Eventually this is going to turn into y'all tell us whose fault the argument is.
I do not want that. Yes. Alright. Now both of these, so it's too far from...
Yeah, it'll be pathed too as they build it, though.
Yeah.
Alright, so... Let's see if they've done anything at all for those. God, that takes a lot of logs.
Yeah,
Maybe pause the second one. Pause the second one.
They haven't done anything for these because they're still building these.
Yeah, no, which obviously we want them to finish those.
Yeah. That's why they're the highest priority.
By the way, visually, it probably looks better if you click out of the portion, yeah, so that they can actually see the water. You haven't since I sat down.
I swear I have at least once, but okay. Whatever. Not the point. Okay. You can already see that it's affecting the
Why
water
is that
flow.
area with... Okay, because it's not high enough. Cool.
What?
I was wondering why that area with the trees wasn't flooded.
This area?
No. The area
This
that's...
area.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which the answer is because the water isn't that high up.
Yeah. And won't be unless we make it that high up.
Yeah. Which I don't intend to.
Well, eventually it might be a good idea because it'll push a lot of this bad water out.
Yeah, but I mean, like, not right now.
Yeah.
But yeah, no, because eventually I'll want that for, like, planting, at least.
Yeah.
And then I think I want to dam it up so it's a little bit higher up, water-wise. Once they finish that dam, let's... Oh, cool, they're working on that now. How close are we? One. They did an awful lot with one log.
Right? That's off of one log? Damn. I think I want to pause this to make sure they do these.
No, they'll get those. Because they're higher priority, unless you put that at the same priority level.
It was the same. I loaded it.
They'll work in
now
order
lower.
of priority level. Sweet. So we've got all kinds of carrots and everything now, which that'll increase the happiness of the beavers, and then we've got a decent amount of water, which is good.
And now I know that
Those are
down
marked
there.
for cutting?
Yeah.
Cool.
See?
Yeah, because it's about to get a little bit messy.
We're still good. It hasn't even announced that the drought's coming yet. And once it does, we'll still have 3 days.
That's not what I'm worried about. What I'm worried about is being able to build the...
Dam?
No.
Lumber mill?
Trying to remember. Please stop saying words. It's not helping. The forester. What I'm worried about is being able to build the forester. Which I'm thinking we'll probably put the forester so that he can get the area where the trees already are. Because that just seems logical to me. Which start out with some pine so that we have some wood to work with, but then mostly use higher wood production trees, like oaks and chestnuts.
Basically this area.
Yeah, I guess. Not really what I was trying to say. Redo what you just did. Now go down so this is like 3 or 4 tall. Tall meaning away from the screen. Like
so
us.
Like that?
Yeah.
And it won't let
cool.
me do
We
it
can't
until
even
I
just
unlock the forester, and I can't
I mean,
unlock
it had
the
a
forester
lock
until
symbol
they've got
next to
this.
Yeah, we need that. We need the lumberjack. This is going to be an issue. Or not the lumberjack, the lumber mill.
We do have some more trees and dead trees over here. I can put in another.
Yeah, and they should be able to
over
reach it, but yeah, this could
things
get a little
can't,
messy. We're cutting it a little close wood-wise.
Here, what I'll do is I'll put in another lumberjack over here.
Just connect it to right
there.
Because it's already there.
And then
mark all of that for cutting. And then I think he can reach all of those.
Yeah.
Perfect. And already going. So that'll get... Oh, cool. We're on our last of the dam.
Oh, good. Good. And this one, I think I want to raise its priority a little bit.
Yeah, go ahead if you want. Just raise the construction site for the lumber mill higher than that. Because we still got some trees that'll grow. We're just going to be in a little bit of a issue.
And we'll do
the demolish buildings.
To grab these.
There you go.
Much straighter path now.
Yeah,
almost
we're like one tree away from having a perfectly straight path.
Yeah, almost there.
Alright. I'm still surprised that they didn't, like, immediately build the houses.
Yeah.
Every other time we've had to pause the houses so they don't just keep building houses.
Yeah. Like, there's not even a single log in any of these.
Damn. Alright, whatever. They'll get there when they get there.
Yeah.
Oh, that
We'll
guy,
get there
sweet.
when we get there.
Dam's dead. Done.
Yeah, dam is done. Woo!
The dam did not die. Not that I know of. I mean, trees died to make it, I guess.
Look at how ridiculous that looks. I love this game.
Yay, water physics.
Love this game. And as you can see, it didn't really affect the water flow going this way.
Which is good, because it used to.
Oh, there's an exit there. Alright.
Alright, so yeah, I think eventually I'll want to work on getting the water level up to equal with where our base currently is, because that'll open up... Or, you know what I mean. So it's not flooding it, but so it's on this level, because working on this level will give us a decent chunk of land to work with.
Which will be another levee. Like, it'll be levees and then dams.
Yeah.
Like right here along where this block is.
Which once we can dam up that area to the left there, we'll have a lot more planting room, which will be nice.
Yeah. Oh yeah, that'll be nice.
Like we can even just plop a forester back there and that'll be where he lives. Oh, sick. Lumber mill's done. And the science center. Okay, so take 2 people out of building, probably. And then they should automatically populate those jobs.
Boop. This one doesn't really need somebody yet, because this needs to be done first.
Yeah, raise the priority of that.
Boop. Which, this requires 50 horsepower.
How much science do we need for the lumber?
30. I already looked. 30.
Oh, sick.
See? 30.
30.
This one is for later. But we need 30, and we're at 2.
We're gonna need a storage for...
Oh.
the... Why can't I remember the name of anything today? This is not abnormal. I normally can't remember the name of anything. I just act like I can because I'm like I'm dumb.
Look how much our water storage is. We're doing good on that.
Yeah, and they're about to finish. They just finished another one, so...
It's been finished. It's this one that we're waiting on.
No, they just finished that one to the left. Trust me, I just saw it like half completed a second ago.
Wow.
They
added water to it damn fast then.
Well, yeah.
Because damn.
See how far they've gotten on the water wheel?
7. They've gotten pretty far with 7 though.
Yeah, these guys can do a lot with a very few logs. I think the rest of it's just to make it look good at this point. Alright, so... What else am I worried about? Oh yeah, we're gonna need storage for the planks so that we have... Well, no. I don't think it matters that much.
We will need it eventually.
Nah, don't worry about it yet, actually. If you're gonna do anything, make a large pile for the wood, but don't right now because we're at a low amount. I really wouldn't. We don't have a lot of wood right now.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright, so... Not worried about food, not worried about water.
We're at 8 science.
Mostly worried about wood, but I guess we're beavers, so that makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah. Alright.
And now, we wait.
We wait.
Which you could be speeding it up, you know that, right?
It's on the fucking... It's faster. It's not on the... Just wasn't on super speed.
Well, yeah, it could be on super speed right now because we're literally just waiting for them to finish that before we can do anything and get enough science.
32 out of 50.
36
out of 50.
It's funny to me that they all just kind of mill about at the end of the night.
Right.
There's nothing to do, so they all just kind of like stand around and then move and then stand and then move.
Right. Like,
yeah, so I too wander aimlessly around my apartment before we go to sleep.
I mean, we both kind of do.
Yeah, but like, we find something to keep ourselves busy. We're not just staring at the grass growing.
Yeah. Yeah.
Alright. 3 more, 2 more, 1 more. There
Woo,
we go.
There it goes.
That's up and running. Perfect.
And if we just slow it down to normal speed, that's how fast it goes. Just because normal speed.
That is actually pretty fast for a water wheel.
Yeah.
That's a fast-moving part of the river.
Yeah, we had good location.
Yeah.
This
Hell
one's
yeah.
good. This one might even move faster.
Yeah, who knows? I don't know. We'll find out when we build it. Don't build it yet.
Nah, don't worry. Not gonna. Just gonna
Alright.
speed shit up a little bit. Let it go.
They're building the carrot storage now.
Which, that's good. Because I did up the priority of that because I saw boxes of carrots being left around. So I figured.
We may want to hold off for a minute after this, though. How much is it? It doesn't cost that much. Hold
warehouse?
off on building anything else after that warehouse so we can make sure that we get the forester down.
Do we want to, like, pause the houses?
Yeah. Pause them.
Do we want to pause this one or do we want to let it go? We're doing pretty good on water, I think.
Yeah, and we're only on normal difficulty, so I'm not worried about it.
Okay, it's paused.
And they built the carrots.
Waiting. We're all we're at 29. We are almost there.
Fast forward through the night, man.
The warehouse is done.
We'll literally have enough tomorrow, so.
The warehouse is done.
Yes. I already said that.
You said and build the carrots.
No, I said and they built the carrots.
Okay.
Meaning the warehouse for them.
See, now we've got the drought approaching.
And now we're
going to
be in the drought, so we gotta make sure that we get that forester done.
Sorry, I slowed it down just a little bit more. Alright, forester.
I was thinking right there. Yeah. Perfect, actually.
Oh, whoops.
Yep.
I'm dumb.
Do you want to unlock the forester? No. No, I do not.
No, I do not. Alright. Up the priority of that boy. We go over here, plant trees, buildings.
Alright, wait, how many, look at how many planks we need real quick, please, to build it. Okay, we've got enough, pause it. Yes, pause this. We don't want them to turn all of our lumber into planks.
Do we have enough planks?
Yeah, we had
2.
9. Trust me.
Okay, yep, there's all the planks. Okay. Alright, and now, do we want to do birch or pine? Birch does less, but pine takes longer.
What? Pine takes 12 days, birch takes 7. Yeah, it might be nice to have faster. I mean, because it's definitely worth it, but then we're also kind of at a stopping point for a while.
So let's do this. Let's do this. Birch there.
Birch.
Pine.
Yeah, I was going to say you might want to rotate.
In the next 2.
Make it 3 just because it looks nice.
For the...
Yeah, because it'll line up with the bottom that way.
And then we do...
And then do oak.
Just oak for the rest of it?
Yeah, even if it's going to take a long-ass time, it'll be worth it.
Just like that.
Perfect.
And...
don't worry about that right now. They're not going to, replant things. Just let it happen.
Well, I figured that was happening, so I figured I'd do it. Whoop.
And 1 random tree.
I mean, it would be kind
just
of
in
funny
case.
to have the 1 random tree right there. But we're
How
not
far
doing
does
that.
the farmhouse go? Like,
The
how far can they
farmhouse?
get to? Oh, they can cover everything.
They can cover almost all of the green.
Let's start
and with this
another...
one, they will be able to cover the rest of the green.
Let's start another crop field, just, in this area with the path being the border. Let's do something else.
We got sunflowers, potatoes, wheat.
Potatoes and wheat we'll have to process, so probably just do sunflowers.
Sunflowers?
Yeah, that way we've just got
boom.
something.
Like that?
Don't go down the... Yeah. It's nice when they're a rectangle, and they look good.
Yeah. Okay. So, that's already built.
Sick.
You want to unpause the houses now?
Yeah, go ahead. And the water storage.
And then... Do we want to up those priority-wise? Because right now everything's just
Everything
Yeah.
that we don't want them to build is paused, so they're the only thing that they have to build is the houses
And the
and the
water
water
storage.
storage. Which, see, they're already
Yeah.
working on it both.
And that one is almost done.
2 more logs, and it'll go now.
What's wrong with you?
He's going to the teeth thing.
Ah. He broke his teeth.
Yeah, that symbol means broken teeth.
And this is done. So now we've got this going, and these, and these, and these, and this.
Yeah, they'll go
We'll
when
get
they
there.
go.
We'll get there.
We'll get there when we get there.
We'll get there when we get there. Right. If you can't tell, we both really enjoy The Incredibles. It was a good movie.
I mean, with
Good
me,
two
I wouldn't
movies,
say like
honestly.
really enjoy, but I did enjoy them. I just reference things.
Me personally, I really enjoyed both of them.
I'm autistic. I say words.
Oh,
You can straighten out that path there.
yay! I can fix my path.
That unmarked resources for demolition. There you go.
Sometimes I'm stupid. It's fine. I
I like how they warn you about, like, if you delete the path, it won't be able to be undone. And I'm like, I can't think of any scenario in which that would be that catastrophic.
Right? It's a fucking path. Like, I can always put a new one in if I need to. It's a path. It's not like I'm, losing resources over it. You know?
Huh. So now it's kind of a little bit of a waiting game.
Yep.
At least everything's going well.
The aquatic
For once.
farmhouse, whenever we get that,
That'll take 150. It needs to go
I'm
right
thinking
there. Yep, we can't put it right there. Cool.
Right there,
would
like
have to.
that.
Yeah, and then we'll just path up to it and put like a light or something right there.
Yeah.
We'll eventually, and then we'll, once we have stuff on the other side, we'll unpath the dam so that way anybody traveling has to get their fur wet.
Yeah. After we build stairs, because we're going to obviously build some stairs to get up, but whatever. We'll figure that out later.
I'm thinking eventually the trees that we have right now are going to turn into, like, trees that'll grow us things like chestnut trees, maple trees, pine for the resin.
Yeah.
And then we'll have a tapper shack and a couple of gatherers over here, which we've already got space for it.
Yeah.
We just sub out the lumber posts with the gatherers and, it'll work itself out. So then we can gather all of those things. And then we'll forest that bottom lip down there where there's already trees.
Right here?
Yeah. Then we'll just put the forester over there.
Some of this area, too.
Yeah. I just figured that's where I want to put the forester, is over there somewhere.
Yeah.
Probably, like, right in the middle.
Alright, speed the time up. Speed it up. Go on, let's go. Woo. Scatter!
There's one house.
Yay, house.
Yeah, the rest of those trees haven't even grown up yet.
Yeah, those trees are going to be a minute. But we've got birch going, we got pine going, we got oak going. I figure what we'll do is as these birch grow up, right, we can replace them with pine. That way, like, the birch will be, just for some quick wood.
Yeah, and then the pine will be a little bit better, and then
Yeah, and of course the oak.
The oak will grow.
Yeah.
We double checked that the forester can reach everywhere.
Oh, shit.
Hey, level 5.
We were at 4, then 5. Just boom, boom.
Yep.
The forester can reach all the way down here even. They just
Sweet.
can't reach this spot right here.
That works.
Yeah.
Look at him go.
Yeah, look at him go, look at him go, look at him go. Zoom, zoom. Alright. All of the houses are built. Right, we've got 3 empty beds.
Perfect. Make babies.
Means we got 3 babies about to be made. As such, I think we should probably unpause this.
We currently don't have any workers to go in there. How many are in the other farmhouse again? Did you have all 3 in there? No, just 2. Which, I mean, I guess we could, yeah. If you unpause it, we could transfer one of those into the other farmhouse.
Yeah, whenever it gets built, obviously.
Yeah, and then at least then we can have one person on gathering and one person on planting.
Yeah.
Leave those guys on planting. They're already on planting.
And here comes the drought.
Yay.
Which is why I was actually going to swap them to harvest real quick.
Let's see how much of that area dries. Okay, that's not that bad.
Yeah, no, that's not that bad at all.
That could be worse. That could be a lot worse. And then I'm thinking we could pretty soon start working on the...
We should turn these off.
Yes.
For now.
I'm thinking pretty soon we could start working on damming up this area over here. Which I think we should just do a levee topped with a dam.
Yeah.
So
the
let's...
levee we need
We can...
120.
damn, really? 120 for a fucking levee?
Yeah. And I'm thinking the levees we'll put in this line right here.
Yeah.
Just like that.
Just like
and
that.
then the dam's across, because then we don't, then we're...
Yeah.
And the dam across will also hit right on this spot right here.
Yeah. Makes sense. That's exactly what I was thinking.
Yeah. And then that way it still, flows like a river and everything, but, isn't...
Do me a favor, follow weird. This right there.
This?
Yeah. Because that comes up here. Then goes into there.
So, in order to get water to go that way,
you
would need to level out basically this and this, or put a
Or
levee.
you could just put levees right there.
Yeah, a one high levee
Which might be worth it at some point, yeah.
Ish.
Yeah. I don't know, we'll do that sometime.
Yeah. We can worry about that later, though. But that'll add some more green in all of this area here.
Yeah. It's kind of funny when it's a drought and you've got the only green on the whole map.
Yeah. If we go over here, because I think the other water sources... Oh, wow, there's still green here.
Yeah, except for there.
Which does kind of make sense, because this is kind of a little pool of water, and this right here is a water source.
Yeah, I'm not surprised or unsurprised.
Yeah. Eventually, I do want to block this area off.
Definitely. We'll figure out a way to route all of that stuff off screen.
Yeah. But there's the tunnel that it goes down and through to get over to here, which is another lake. Alright. Hey, it's almost built. It's almost built. We're just waiting on 2 more logs, which now they have. They just cut the pine tree about it. Alright, so let's do...
That's 1 more. Nope, 2. Almost there, though.
Yeah. Almost. And there's still a decent amount of green here for the trees. We're missing some over here, but it'll be fine. I love that all of our crop area here with this is still green. That's good. We're doing good there.
Should we be checking if they can, hear the audio and stuff?
That right there.
Yeah, I don't know, it just made me nervous. Never mind.
Fair. Don't worry.
Oh, 1 viewer, if that viewer's even real.
So I'm going to go ahead and lower this by... Oh, I don't even have to lower it. We have 1 unemployed beater. So I can actually raise this.
Fuck yeah. Not that we really have much to build, but...
No, I didn't raise this. I raised this.
Oh.
I made that one 2 instead of 1.
Never mind.
Yeah, this is still 2. This, I think... Nah, we'll leave it paused for now.
How many are in both farmhouses now? We've got two
Two
in
and
one
two.
of them. 2 and 2. Perfect. And there is no longer an unoccupied bed. I just watched it go from 1 to 0.
Yep. Coduns?
Codoons.
Coduns was born. So yeah, no more unoccupied beds, and the drought has ended.
Woo!
Now we get
Codoons
to watch
was
the
a good
water. Watch the
omen.
water. Watch the water.
Codoons was a good omen.
Speed it up. Watch the water. I love watching the water.
It
It's
goes
fun.
so fucking slow at first.
That's why I fucking sped it up.
Ah, yes, water physics.
Yep. Beautiful water physics. Here we go.
I wonder if it'll fix itself eventually, or if it's just gonna stay like that.
It should. In fact, it already has.
You wanna watch it over top? Well, it went over the dam. Goodbye.
Look how fast it's rushing now.
Right. I think eventually we also might want to move where the base is.
Yeah.
Like the town hall. Because if we move where the town hall is, then we can have it more centralized to the rest of the map. You know?
We can also put a new one in, can't we?
Not for... We'd have to make a different tribe.
Oh.
Which I don't mind doing. I like it. You know? Think we should, but like...
Well, I mean, we're gonna have to in order to cover the whole map anyway.
Yeah. Which right now we might as well path down, cut down all of those trees that are back there. Yeah, and then where... Let me see that red source right there. So we can shove that off to the right. Where does it go when it goes off to the right? No, that's forward. So it's going that way, down, back into the same thing again.
Yeah.
Cool. And then that one's also joining, but at least we can...
This all goes this way to come out over this way.
Which, go back to that first source that we were looking at. I think one of the next things I want to do is levy that up too high, and then on the other side as well, so that it'll drain that way. Yeah. Because then we won't have to deal with it.
Yeah.
And then we can also flood into the red space over there, which I do think that we should probably get started on the dams and everything, or for the, you know what we're doing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You mean the over here?
Yeah, I think we should start
Gotta wait.
pathing that out as soon as we can.
Should
we get stairs? Because we need to get back up on the other side.
Stairs.
How much are stairs?
70. Let's go ahead and grab them real quick.
Yeah, alright.
We're gonna need them.
We need them.
Especially whenever, because we're gonna need them for over here too.
Yeah, so put it so that they can get up on the other side, because I'm thinking if we get them up onto the ledge
right
there.
Here?
No. There.
Oh, you mean right.
You see how I pointed to the opposite side of the screen?
Sorry. You wanna just boop, boop, boop? Straight across?
Maybe don't put it where it's gonna hit trees. Okay, so we're trying to path over there.
Yes.
So maybe put it a little bit closer.
So you want to put it... Wrong button. Right there?
Yeah, that'll work. And then
Path
go
over
ahead and path.
They're already fucking building it.
And then path over to the other... Yeah, to the other side, so that way we're able to reach it for the levees.
Ooh, wait. Because that's where I said...
So now we're able to reach that for the levees, which is perfect. And then obviously, like I said, levee and then dam on top.
Yeah.
Which we both know. Sick.
Alright. You want me to start getting over here to cut these down?
Yeah, Pat, start getting that way.
So let me go ahead. I'm going to mark them for cutting real quick.
Yep.
Okay, those are all marked for cutting.
And then you could probably take the path right from where it ends about there.
I just wanted to see where it was.
Yeah, no, that's
to.
not
I
gonna
was
reach
hoping.
it.
I was hoping. Just boop. Right
take that
there.
down literally. Okay.
I guess it'll only take... Let me go to there.
Deja vu.
What do you mean deja vu? Do you mean... Okay, did you mean this?
Well, yeah, I meant not all the way that far. I meant go down one so that you're not going to trample that bush right there.
Oh, I didn't even notice the bush. Okay. And then
you can reach out as far as you can to get it close to those. Because eventually, like, the point of this is to get over there so that we can do the levees, but also we need wood in the meantime, so.
Yeah, and then.
Might as well.
Lumberjack. We'll just put them right here like this.
Perfect. And then.
Our beavers are up to happiness level 6. Woo!
Why is this guy not cutting down that tree? Go check if he could. Okay, it's not even fucking. he sprints over.
Fuck it. Ooh, cut it. Okay.
Yes, I live for this.
I'm actually gonna pause this workspace for now.
Which one?
This one.
Oh.
Because we actually have one spot that was open, and now we don't.
Were they able to build that bridge or not bridge? Stairs? Yeah, they need 2 more planks. You might as well turn on the... Yeah. Let them make at least 2 more. Probably only 2 more because we are real short on wood, but, like, let them make 2. How are we at 0 water? Okay, turn on the...
Oh, because I forgot to turn the pumps on when the drought ended.
Cool. Wonder how long that's happened for.
We are currently at 3 unemployed spots. I'm gonna raise this workplace priority and this workplace priority because when they're going, we need them filled. You know.
Yeah, so those are filled. Still empty workspaces. Is anybody working the...
This?
Yeah. We've got A's new. I really fucking hope that's how that's pronounced.
I have no idea. Alright, they just made the last plank, so we're just gonna... Because now it's got all the planks it needs. And we don't have any open workspaces now by doing that, so that's good. Good. Hey, look! It's Godoons!
Hey! The good omen.
He grew up!
Where is he working?
Lumberjack. He's our new lumberjack over here.
That's gotta be a good sign.
Yeah.
Some kind of good sign.
For the folktales, it's gotta be.
And then we've got the birch trees are finally growing, which we're gonna ripple through those a little bit faster than we probably... What are you doing? No, don't do that yet.
I'm just clearing. I'm not clearing. So by clearing, it's not going to take out...
No, don't... What I'm saying is don't do that until we're out of... Like, until we've got the oak trees growing in. So the oak trees are going to take a full 30 days.
Don't swap the birch for the pine?
I was thinking not yet. I don't know. It looks... Sure. Go ahead.
No, because, like, we talked about swapping the birch for the pine, so now I'm, like, that's why I was like, okay, what are we doing?
Yeah, I forgot that was what we were doing.
Yeah, like, I'm not swapping them for the oak, I'm swapping them for the pine. And then...
You can't mark it yet, probably, but
I can
he's
mark
also...
two of them.
Yeah, it's not going to replant without your permission, so, like, you can pretty much just wait until they all grow and cut down if you want to, or you can just...
Yeah.
Put them in now.
I'll just wait.
Yeah.
That way they all kind of start...
Check those first ones and see when they're gonna finish. 50,
they're about...
So they're about half done. Check the final ones. All the way to the end, yeah. Also about 50. Yeah,
they're a little bit further done, actually.
Yeah, no, they already... So what happened is up until the point where we just watched them cut, they had already grown. And replanted. So the ones at the beginning are new.
Yeah, apparently.
It looks like you can finish out the oak section.
Ooh, yes. Good. Cool. Cool. Alright. They're working their wood. Pumping their logs. Alright. We're at 113, and I'm out of lemonade, sadly. But 114 for science. We're almost there. 115. We're almost there.
5 more. It'll happen tomorrow. How long does it take them to produce science again? 30.
1 hour.
Yeah, so an hour for one.
So yeah, we should get there.
Yeah, I mean, like, we'll have enough tomorrow for sure.
Yeah, because it's not like it's fucking 1 hour of our time.
Now that we've got hella trees, you could probably start up that campfire area if you want. It only takes 15 logs. We've got more than that right now.
We got 48, yeah. Do you want to unpause any of these? We're going to leave them. What are we going to do?
It looks like they're not really keeping up, so yeah. Unpause one.
Boop. We'll unpause the closest one.
Yeah, makes sense to me. Because they're definitely not keeping up with the amount of beavers that we have, so we need more.
Yeah.
Which we're only at 14 total beavers.
Which, by the way, the Lido I have left space for right here.
Perfect.
Wasn't initially intentional, but then when I did it, I realized, hey, that's actually a good spot. So, we can even put 2 Lidos in there.
Yeah. I mean, that would cover all our beavers. Don't do that yet, though, obviously. Oh, 120, go!
Oh, 120. Landscaping levy.
Woo! Put them in.
Yes!
Yay! Top them with the dams.
Dams.
So that way they'll just build their way across and then path over it. Yep.
And then
Path. Look at how eager these guys were to build something.
Yeah, they're fucking
like,
going.
yes!
They're like, yes! We have an empty bed. Who died? Rozzy died of old age. I don't even know who Rozzy was.
We might want to try and cut down some of those trees prior to letting the dams finish. Well, no. Oh, yeah, never mind. It won't take. Yeah. No, I meant the ones further down, the oak trees down there with the berry patch, because I thought
Over here?
Yeah, my brain short-circuited for a second. I thought it was gonna flood down that way, not like where
No,
it's
it's
actually
gonna
flood.
It's gonna flood here.
Yeah.
Which I'm actually just gonna go ahead and.
Yeah, might as well unmark it.
Because it's not gonna grow any more trees at the moment. You know.
We could probably grow spatter dock down there too when we get it.
Yeah, we can. We can do that. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and demolish one of these. I'm gonna get rid of this one.
Why are we getting rid of one of them?
To put it over here so we can get those two.
Why don't you just pause it? Because we're gonna need those both.
Alright. Pause it. Put that in there. Just so we can get those 2 trees.
Raise its priority all the way up so somebody actually builds it. I don't know if I'd put the workplace.
I just want it for the 2 trees and then I plan on destroying it.
Okay. Yeah, see,
we
why
don't
would
need
you
it.
why would you destroy one, build another one, and then destroy that one?
Yeah, I didn't think about that. But literally, we just need it for the 2 trees.
Yeah, which that'll be done in 2 seconds.
I am thinking it might be a good idea to build a large pile now.
Yeah, no, agreed. Maybe not right there. Rotate so I can see what's going on back there, because we want to make sure that we can... There might be better.
You think right here?
Yeah.
Instead of right here?
Yeah, because it's at that point you're leaving 2 blocks of open space for no reason. It's right where our storage stuff is. It's...
Yeah.
We might want to build more over there.
So
but
right
if you
here.
put... Yeah. And make it wood.
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 Wood. Wood.
Wood.
Wood. Alright, cool. This is already demolished and everything. Like, this is already done, so...
Goodbye. That guy's making good progress on the trees down there.
Yeah. Good job, Kodoons.
Hell yeah.
Oh, shit!
Get it, buddy. What?
This tree grew. Wanted to get somebody on it, you know.
Yeah.
And cut. Nothing to do in range. Yeah, I know. That's why I was.
Yeah, that's why we're moving you.
Moving you back over here. Don't worry.
Don't worry about it, buddy.
Oh, we got
see?
the pines starting to grow. So I'll go ahead and plant those.
Yeah, start that up.
Oh, hey, our beavers are at 7 now.
Go check into how far we can path on the, like, toward the bad water over there.
Where? Alright, where do you want to build the levees?
So the goal is I want to build them about here.
Here-ish?
And then I want to go build them, obviously, over here to stop it from going that way.
So
let's see how close we can get. Probably, yeah, just pull that up to the wall there, probably. And then through as much as we can. Sure. And then over.
So we can get to there.
Yeah, and then
we can build our...
start blocking so that it'll, like, just put the levees in now.
Hold on, I'm looking for where would be the best place for that, you know? Because it looks like, I think, right here.
Because we only need to put it up one level. So we could even put it, like, right there and it should do it.
You think only one level will work?
Yeah. It only needs to, well...
Because I think it needs to...
No, yeah, you're right, it might need to be 2.
It's going to need to be 2.
Yeah, so we'll,
So I want to put it...
Oops.
I'm thinking in line with this spot here.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking. Yep, that'll work. And then just path across it.
And it reaches.
You should definitely make that closer, though, so that we're not dealing with as far. You know? The less blocks they have to travel, the better. Perfect.
And then
we'll have to...
We'll worry about that later.
Yeah, we'll have to figure out how to get down there.
Real quick. I am pausing these.
Why?
Do we want to build them now? Do we want to start building them now?
I don't see why not.
Because we have other stuff that's going to need the wood later, but...
I mean, we're keeping up on water production, we've got all the housing we need, it's just a matter of building a lumberyard. We don't really have anything that we're using the wood for right now, aside from the other levee project down that way, but they're probably going to build it first because it's closer. Either that or just raise the priority of it.
Okay, we have a vacancy.
Ooh.
There's our vacancy. At the gatherer
flag, that's not a good spot. Well, I mean, we got the crops, that's fine.
Yeah, we've got the crops, so I can turn the gatherer flag off for now anyway. Should I?
No. Leave it open so that when we have somebody, they'll go to it, but...
Alright.
If it's something that we want to use, just leave it open.
Okay.
There's no reason not to.
Yeah. You know what? I do want to pause these. Actually. We'll just...
Yeah. Exactly what I was saying. Just raise the priority of the other one.
Raise the priority of those. That way they'll focus on that before they focus on that.
Yeah.
Yeah, they haven't even gotten over there with a log yet, so... Love the water physics in this game.
Yeah. They make perfect sense.
Yep. Alright. I don't blame them for not having this done yet because they're doing this.
Yeah. Plant some more. How close are the oak trees to being done? 48.
About 50%.
Check another one. Just because sometimes they got planted in a weird order, you know?
Yeah. I saw them planting these.
Okay, so We're about halfway. Which means 15 more days.
Yeah, I figure as the oaks start growing is when we start changing the pine out for oak. If we're going to.
Yeah, I'm not thinking we do, honestly, because we're gonna need the resin from it. For, like, the
Yeah.
dance hall and whatever else we might want to make with resin.
Yeah,
I don't know why
mean,
that's
we
the
can
only thing I
always,
can think of right now that we need treated planks for.
we can always keep these too.
Yeah, I think it would be nice to have it all kind of compact, you know?
Fair.
And then that would be a much larger area for wood production over there.
Yeah.
Which actually, we could start building up to that anytime we want.
Indeed we can. I am actually...
Excellent water physics. I really love the water physics in this.
10 out of 10.
Never make them better. Please never make them better. Just as long as me placing a dam doesn't cause, like, waves like it used to, I don't mind. I think it's funny.
Right. The game is still in early access.
Yeah. Is it still?
Yeah.
Jesus.
Yeah,
I keep forgetting it is.
yeah, it's been in early access since the first time we ever saw it, the first time we played it. It's still in early access. Because they're still updating things, they're still bringing new things into the game that they want to that they've always wanted in the game.
I get the
So they're
feeling this
doing
is going to be
the-
like a new Minecraft where it's never actually finished. We're just going to keep updating it forever.
Which
I like.
yeah,
Like, please do.
I have no complaints with that. If they decide that they want to do that, they need to stop calling it early access.
Yeah,
Because at that
eventually
point,
it's
not
just a
early
game,
access.
but it might have to be called early access on Steam.
I don't know if it does.
I don't know. I would have to look into it, but that might be why it is that early, like, Steam considers it early access as long as you're still updating it like that.
Which would I think that would be a little ridiculous just because like Minecraft
But
has
also,
been around for fucking forever.
Minecraft is that the only game that does that? That's the only game I can think of that does that aside from maybe, like, Warframe.
Overwatch like the Overwatch like Fortnite games like that like the are also constantly updating. Marvel Rivals is constantly updating and that's on Steam, I'm pretty sure. No, yeah, it is. I've seen it on Steam. So like it's complicated. You know?
It's complicated. But, you know, I'm thinking we leave those
You're
trees
not done
alone
yet,
because it's going to take
Kodos.
so damn long for the oak to grow. I don't want to end up in, like, a 15-day tree deficit again because I've done that before and it is so annoying. And it's always when it's always when that is happening, when you're at like, you just don't have any trees, when you need to
Right.
build something really desperately. They just cut down that last one, so.
Boop.
There you go. Mapped
Cool. Now it's all pine.
in. There's a pun in there somewhere.
Well, yeah, it's all fine. It's all pine. Like it was built in. I didn't even like. There was nothing more that needed to be said. The pun is there already.
Yeah.
Come on. All right.
Huh.
It is my turn to be right back.
Okay.
I'm thirsty. Hold that. Thank you. I gotta maneuver my way out.
Yeah, we have way too cramped of an area.
Yeah, no kidding. But I'm agile, so it's fine.
Alright. I don't even remember the controls to this game right now. Let's find out. Okay. E spins that way. Q spins this way. WASD does what the WASD usually does. Spacebar is pause play, obviously. And then On the mouse, you click if you want to select something, obviously, and then right-click if you want to get out of a menu. Not all of the menus, though. If you get into, like, beaver information menus, you have to hit escape or actually X out of them. See how close they are to done with that. Am I stupid? Hello? Okay, I'm not. Yet. I'm also using the mouse left-handed for the record. So yeah. The hope is, we've both always wanted to be YouTubers, and then obviously streaming is the new thing, so, or I guess it's not that new anymore, but that's the goal here. Lore for the first video, because people are gonna ask later, and I think it's funny if it's in the first ever video. We are married. We live together. That's why we're just doing the Together channel. If you have been on YouTube for a long time and used to watch obscure channels, there's a chance that you recognize my voice. But I won't ever say from where. Because it'll be funny.
What are you talking about?
Nothing.
Liar. Liar, liar, pants on fire.
First episode lore.
Oh.
Because nobody ever watches the first episode.
Well, hello, I am part of this.
Some of the lore was about you.
Even more reason for me to know what the hell you're talking about. Success! I have returned.
Indeed. Every time I open my phone, YouTube's like, what if I scream at you?
YouTube said, ah!
We are very nearly done with that.
And we've been on stream for a little over an hour. I think
Finally getting there.
that
I was gonna go for 2 hours if you're feeling it.
I suppose we could. Look, it's fluctuating.
Water physics.
I'm just waiting for this block here to dry up.
Oh, it's starting to want to go that way, look.
Yeah, it's starting. It's starting.
Here we go.
One more levy and it should. 2 more levies and it will.
Here, roll around. Because whenever they get that done, that block will probably dry.
This levy?
Yeah. Or, that's not a levee, that's a dam. Because that's the levee. And then they're working on the dam that's on top of it now. I think whenever they finish that dam, it'll probably dry up.
Maybe. We'll see. I hope it does. I want to see that.
Great. Click on it, see how far it's got.
17.
It's got 3 more. That guy might have 3 more.
Nope, he only had 2.
Oh, here comes the other guy.
Yep. Go get it. Bring it. Hurry up. Finish it. Finish it. Yes.
Done.
Nope.
Nope. Sticky water. This is some real sticky water.
Yep. The water retention on this is something else.
If you jumped into this from a normal height, I think you'd hit concrete.
Right? And look at these dams over here.
High viscosity water.
Uh-huh. Alright. This one's already at 2 out of 12.
Yeah, it won't take them very long to get done with it. Somebody... Why are you hungry, man? You could be eating food. There's so much.
297.
There's so much. Like, I know a carrot isn't exactly gourmet, but, like...
Go eat your food. And quit your bitching.
Is one of those... check those houses for me real quick. One of the farmhouses. The farmhouses, please. One of them should be set to... Yeah, that one's set to harvest, and that one's set to... Weird. They're not harvesting as fast as I figured. Is there only one person in both of them now?
Yeah.
That's why. Yeah, we really need to build some more houses then. I think that should be
we
what we
have
do
stairs
now.
Next,
We need the
we
platforms, which
and
we
we
can
have
get.
enough.
So, sweet.
Just, I'm thinking.
Yeah, just go in front of the houses and perfect.
Yes. And then we'll do stairs right here, I'm thinking.
Yeah, that works. And then just path around to them.
Path.
And then path over the...
Oh, yeah. Path.
And then place the houses.
Housing.
Oh, they finished the storage pile for the wood.
Boop. 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 And boop.
Perfect. Oh, hey, it's going.
Hey!
Let's see what it does.
That
It's just a little dry. Just a little dry.
And now it's not.
Alright, that opens up a lot
Look at it
more
pushing.
room.
Look, it's pushing the bad water back.
Goodbye.
Oh, they're started on these levees now.
Oh, perfect. And then looks like the water's pushed the bad water that far.
Looks
Watch
like
all
it's
the
probably about
cracks
as far as it'll
retreat.
go.
The cracks are retreating. Oh yeah, that's about to be an issue. We gotta figure out what we're gonna do when we have a bad tide, because that's gonna happen pretty soon.
Oh yeah, that's gonna be a bitch. This is a drought coming up, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Just a drought.
Thank goodness.
Alright, which we need to start planning ahead for the bad tide. I'm still thinking we probably want to just try and blow it off the... Ooh! That's a good idea.
Here.
We could, yeah, if we put the dams down this way, the raisin lower ones. I'm trying to English. If we put that there.
Floodgates.
Floodgates. That's what. Yeah, so we just need to be able to get floodgates, put them across.
Which will need 150 science.
Yeah.
But we'll put them...
And then we should also put floodgates right behind where we're about to demolish, so that way we can just open and close that when we want to.
But like floodgates here like this.
Yeah, that's exactly what I'm thinking.
And floodgates there.
Drought started.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Which we'll pause these.
Let's go make sure science is... Well, that'll fill it.
Right now we've got 2 unemployed, so we can just...
Do me a favor and exit out of this view so that I can see what the water level's doing over there. Is it gonna stay?
It's gonna stay there because it's not... Yeah.
Perfect.
They just need to finish this dam and this levee.
That works.
But yeah, it'll...
So that'll keep... What I was worried about is I wanted to keep this area dry right here, which I'm thinking maybe we, eventually put another dam over there.
Right here?
Like I was thinking further back, like right behind the science.
So you're thinking... Ooh, what if we do levees, right, followed by a dam, so that way it'll be kind of, it'll be... Because, like, the dam we'll put it at this level, but right here, where there's already a path.
Okay. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now that you say the path part, that makes sense. Before I was like, why would we? Okay.
Yeah. So I'm thinking, we put levee, right?
Yep. And then,
We put dam.
And then we put path over the dam.
Path. Because it's already pathed to right here for the housing. So...
Yeah, that's good. That'll work.
Sometimes I have good ideas.
Let's see how far they've gotten on the further levees. Not very.
This one has gotten 6 logs. This one has gotten 0.
Why are they working? Okay, sure.
Because beavers are weird.
Oh, here comes somebody.
And he dropped them in this one.
Yep.
Nope,
All
he
right.
didn't even drop them. Didn't even drop any logs off. He was just coming to build and fucking dipped. Oh, we're gonna need planks for the platforms and the stairs.
Yeah, we won't be able to make them right now, though, so there's no point.
Yeah.
Go check
We'll
on
just
how long
wait
we
for
have
them
until the oak trees are grown. 68. So 70% of 30. Probably got 9 days left.
Something like that.
If I can't math, feel free to tell me about it.
Yeah, feel free to tell me in the chat. This one will die in 14.8, but we don't have a drought that's going to be that long, so that's fine.
Probably not, anyway. At least not yet.
Well, it says 2.8 days left on the drought, so we're good.
I can't wait to see what the water physics do when they finish that levee.
Yeah, that's going to be interesting. Oh, we've got an unemployed beaver.
Yeah, I don't know what the hell to do with him. I saw him earlier and I was like, something. I don't know. Throw him in the builder's post.
Yeah.
Shove him with the builders.
Eventually, we can take
levee.
Kodoons out of here because eventually these will all be cut down.
Yeah, once he's got those. Because the smaller ones aren't going to grow or anything anyway, so.
Yeah, they're dead. Like, theoretically, we could replant them, but...
I'm really watching that levee. How close is it?
9 out of 12.
3 more. 3 more. 3 more. 3 more. Whoever the next guy coming with logs, it's going to be him.
1 more.
1 more. 1 more.
Here we go, here we go, here we go. Here we go. And... What?
Hang on.
Oh, we hit the end of the workday.
Somebody else will probably show up anyway.
We have 1 more unemployed. So we'll do that.
Join the builders.
Zolgateb grew up. That's a weird name.
Zolgateb.
Zolgateb. Alright. I wanna fucking... Hurry up. Alright, here we go, here we go, here we go. And it's done, and nothing happened in the water.
Well, I mean, you clicked on it at the exact time.
Yeah, but that wouldn't have affected the actual water physics. That never has before.
Yeah, it just pulled up a menu. So I wasn't really looking. I don't know, whatever. It did that. For the last second beforehand, you know?
Yeah, but I clicked out of it quick.
Yeah, you clicked out of it after it was already done. So, we'll never know.
I can still see where the water is like this. I know a lot of, like, I know not everybody can. I'm just saying that I can. And I did not see any ripple at all.
Okay, I still would have liked to have seen it.
I'm sorry. I did not mean to screw it up.
Well, hopefully they'll finish those dams by the end of the next season and everything. Go check on the other levees. Just go check on those every once in a while. So we can see how far they're getting. Oh, now they're building that one.
2 out of 12. 12 out of 12 in this one.
Somebody just needs to go hit that one with a hammer.
Yeah, just go bonk on it, guys. Come on.
Bonk.
Bonk. And we are going to need a path here, I think. For our eventual plan.
Oh, yeah, for building the floodgates.
Which...
I think it might be easy.
We're halfway to the amount of science. We're at 75 out of 150.
I think what it might be easier to do is path from the staircase over there to it.
For these ones, yes. But, like, we will have to demolish these.
Yeah, but with, like, think about it. You can't put the, you can't put a path on top of the floodgates. So they have to be able to get around behind it somehow. Which you could also just put a staircase attached to that right there instead.
Yeah.
and build them one farther back than we initially intended to. So yeah, just put the... No. Yes. And then build the floodgates one farther back than we intended to initially.
Okay.
So that way we don't have to fuck with anything, we just turn them on, they're done. You know.
Do you want me to... we'll wait. We'll wait.
Wait for what?
Wait to tell these to demolish.
Oh yeah,
until
no,
after.
God.
I thought about it. I got
yeah,
there.
don't do that yet.
We're gonna need planks, but we don't have the logs for it just quite yet.
Yeah.
They're all kind of being used.
We're also waiting for more to grow.
Yes, go cut the last. That wasn't cutting
wood.
the last.
He was picking up wood.
Go cut the last. Thank you, Codoons. Look at him go, look at him go, look at him go.
And it's gone. Make sure he doesn't go back out to...
He's gotta...
Yeah.
Pick up the...
Wait until he picks up the rest of the logs.
Whenever he realizes there's nothing left for him to do, I'll hit pause.
Yeah.
On this workstation. Alright, he has realized it.
Boop. Pause.
We have a vacant beaver, and no openings.
Yeah. Well, I guess you get a couple of days off.
Could throw in another gathering flag, considering our gatherer isn't quite keeping up.
Well, I mean, look at the storage for the berries.
Ah, yeah. You want to build more storage for berries?
Yeah, we can. Go ahead and just shove it next to the one that we already had.
Right here?
Yep. Pet.
Yeah.
Pet. And then mark it for blueberries ahead of time so that later they're not like, what do we do with it?
Blueberries! And there goes the cat. Drought ended! Here we go, here we go, here we go.
Blueberries, cat, bolts.
Yes! The dam's done too.
Oh, cool. This'll look cool.
Alright, here we go.
Water physics.
Water physics.
Yay.
Go. Yeah, and it fixed itself. That's already fixing itself. Alright, here we go. There it goes. Oh, it might not go this way anymore. The way we did that.
Not until we put a dam.
Not until we put a dam in. Yeah.
Which we've already got that. You could just up the priority of the dam that's over there.
Yep, that I could.
If you high prioritize the ones on top, they should just do the whole thing. You know, we're done.
They've already got one levy done, I think. No, they don't. Okay. Thought they did.
You see how that selected the ones underneath it?
I
know they were already selected, but you can see when it's selecting. Decrease them all.
Okay, now I see. Okay. Why? I mean, at least they have this one done too, but come on. Ridiculous. We're gonna leave this be pine.
Oh wow, that's flooding. Look at it. Look at it down there.
Yeah. I like that. Keep doing that.
Yep. That'll be a lot of really beneficial planting area down there, actually.
Yeah. I like how much that just forced so much bad water out. Hell yeah. Oh, hey, some
Oh
water
yeah, and
did
it
get
did go
over.
that way a little bit.
Some water is getting over.
Not much, but it's going.
It's because they started build. Oh my god, they're almost done with that levee already.
But yeah, it's
Doop.
high priority. Ripple. That was fun.
Yeah. Some of them are even coming down from here, so like they're already got 3 levees done. Here comes the 4th.
Fuck
Or
yeah.
no, they've got 2 levees done. Here comes the 3rd, rather.
Same difference.
Close enough.
But yeah, no, I think they'll get those done pretty quick. They're all thirsty. We're at 0 water. Restart the water.
Oh my god, why have I done this again? How could I have done this again?
There's no available beavers. We gotta turn down some stuff.
I mean, these 2 have high priority, so
Okay,
they got.
so yeah, they're already there.
They win.
Perfect.
They already win it.
That's a problem. Well, let's see. Okay, so that's there. Maybe up the farm's priority 1 level, not like all the way. Yeah.
Just boom, and boom.
Just that way there's always somebody in the farm.
Yeah, we'll go ahead and
2
because
guys
there's 2
can
other
get out of there.
vacancies.
Yep, and that solved it.
All right.
And now we have 7, 8, 9. Cycle 3, day 4. They went 4 days without water. Well,
The levees are done.
they went 4 days without pumping water when they could have been. And now they'll build the dams.
I want to watch it happen. You know?
Yeah, might as well.
Here we go. But yeah, it like flooded this area. Holy crap. Because it was not that flooded before. Oh, from right here I can see both these dams and these levees. I could watch them both happen. And still keep an eye on everything else. Oh, there's one dam, and they're working on the other.
Eventually it'll start overtopping that other dam there too, which will be good.
$11 out of 20, 13 out of 20. I mean, hey, we're catching up on the water.
There it goes.
Yep, there we go.
And they're about to build that 3rd one, and that'll do it. Look at how fast the water goes down there.
Right. Water physics.
Oh, it got a little better.
Nope. Gotta love water physics.
They're gonna finish that last one any second now.
There is actually one more after that one.
Well, yeah, but that'll be the last one to, like, actually contain the water. The other one's
Yeah.
just for looks.
It's not just for looks. It's because the water physics are fucked. Usually. You know?
And then whenever we're done with that, we can definitely unlock floodgates now. Or
Yeah, we can.
we might be 10 away from it.
No, we can. It was 150.
Well, let's wait for...
Yeah, I want to watch this finish.
Oh man, that's gonna be a fucking minute.
Okay, I'm gonna unlock them.
Yeah. It was in the...
Unlock. Yes.
Unlock. And then go ahead and place them ahead of time. Because I think the next thing that we're gonna get is probably gonna be... a bad tide, which means we gotta be ready.
There. And there.
Actually, maybe... Never mind. Leave it as it is.
What?
No, yeah, I stupided. Leave it as it is.
Okay. We're at 11. Ah.
Yeah, the problem right now is we don't have enough wood. Which we're about to have 4 more wood. Here we go.
17 out of 20. Here it comes.
There it is.
What the heck was that with the water physics?
Yes. Water physics.
What are those?
Alright, let's go ahead and start up the lumber mill. Yeah, we're gonna need... How much do we need for each of the floodgates that we're building? We need
5 each.
Jesus, 5 planks and 10 wood. That's gonna be a lot. Oh, and make sure you set the ones that are there to be down initially.
Yeah.
Because we want the water to go that way.
And this one we'll leave at 0.65 because I think that's dam height.
I think it was 0.75. Whatever.
We can Google it later if we want. And then, do you want me to tell it to demolish this?
Not yet.
Okay. Yeah, because we don't know when the...
Ah, Jesus.
Oh, hello.
Sorry, your cat landed on me.
Yeah, the cat just showed up. Well, that dam's finished, and look at the lovely water physics.
This cat never used to want to be in our laps, so
and now he wants
this
to
is
be
like
in
a
constantly.
within the last week or so update.
Yeah.
Hi, buddy. You want to purr into the microphone for the audience?
I don't know if you guys could hear him. He is purring like right into the microphone. So if you can't hear him, I'm sorry. That was the best you're gonna get.
Yeah, if we get my cat, I might be able to get her to scream into the microphone.
Right. Her purrs are too quiet to hear.
Don't shred my chair, man. That's rude. That's rude, buddy.
Let's see. Oh.
Oh, the water physics are physicking.
They fixed themselves with that, I guess. I liked it better the other way.
Yeah. It looked good. Oh well. We'll dam it up once we've got everything going the way we want it to.
Yeah. Alright. I think these ones should be the higher priority than over these ones. What do you think?
Scoochie boy. Which ones?
These ones over here.
Yeah, that's fair. So we'll set those to highest priority.
Salem. Sorry, guys. Cat knocked the hand with the mouse.
Oh, he's in the profile picture, actually. If you're curious what the cat looks like, he's the one that's...
He's the solid black one that looks like a fucking doofus.
He's the one that looks like he's about to smack the other cat. The other cat's my cat.
Yep.
Hi, buddy. Buddy.
He is very needy sometimes.
Oh yeah, always at the worst time.
Oh yeah.
It's never like, oh, we're going to bed now. Now you could just come lay on top of us. It's always like, hi, we're actively in the middle of something. Clearly, you need my attention.
Yep.
Tucking him up is not gonna work. Tucks cat under cat.
Here, you get to control the game for a little bit. I have a cat.
Yeah, I want to see how close we are to...
Well, they got one.
Well,
of them.
that went fast. What's up with this one? That one's...
You
We
just
just
need
need a
some
couple more
logs.
logs. That'll happen pretty quickly. 6. That's 2 more beavers worth. 8.
2.
1 more. 10. There it goes.
All right, there we go. And
All
now,
right. And now we can
those.
go ahead and set these to demolish. Hang on, I'm gonna put these up a little bit more.
Raise them up all the way if you want.
Yeah, I don't really want anything to go that way just yet. There's a point in my life where I was good at using the mouse with my left hand. And then these are also...
You're gonna need to path over to them.
Yeah, I think they'll probably get there from here.
We'll see.
We'll find
Might
out.
need to raise the priority of the demolishing, though.
we go.
Ah, left-handed mouse usage.
Woo-hoo. I feel like I'm doing better than a lot of people would do.
Oh, great, drought approaching.
If somebody's gonna make fun of me for the left-handed mouse usage, do me a favor and use your mouse with your left hand.
Unless you're
Before you
left-handed, then
do
you
it.
gotta do it with your
Yeah,
right
then you
hand.
gotta do it with your right.
Yeah. Nope, they've finished the demolishing. And now they can reach.
Can reach.
And this one I want to be a higher priority than the rest of them.
Yeah.
Because otherwise
They're gonna build the ones
other
in
ones
front of it
and
first.
It's gonna be like they may not be able to reach it at that point.
Good.
Yes, perfect. Oh, and we've got oak trees.
And that is a massive leap forward in how much wood we have.
Yeah, no wonder our wood is at 70.
And now with any luck, they should just kind of ripple through.
Yeah. Alrighty.
They must have fixed whatever bug it was where they build the houses before anything else.
Right? Because these houses still haven't even gotten logs given to them. Jeez. I kind of want to raise the priority of this. I'm not going to until after these are done, though.
Yeah. I'm
Which
tempted to, but like...
I'm going to do that.
Yeah, so that way they just knock them
I
all
want
out
those
real
done
quick.
real fucking quick. Because, like, right now, there's nothing for us to worry about. Because we're going into a drought, not a bad time. But, you know.
Yeah, just ahead of time.
Vanjin. What kind of... Oh my god, Vinjin. We got Vinjin and Vanjin.
You think they're brothers?
I don't know. Vinjin could be Vanjin's dad.
In this game.
Vinjin could be Vanjin's dad and brother.
Ew.
And uncle.
Don't say that.
Listen, you and I have both seen some fucked up shit with this game. Like, you know I'm right. Ah, water physics. Beautiful. I liked it better when it was flooding.
Go see how close they are to being done with that other levee.
I gotta do that one, which is just putting
Somebody
the
just
fucking
needs to hit it with a
hammers.
hammer again.
And then this one doesn't have anything on it yet.
We're in a
This one
drought,
doesn't
go
have anything
pause
yet.
water production. And raise the builders. Get shit done quick.
Alright, boys, get to work.
Producing any more planks. Do we have enough planks? God, I hope so. We've got 10, 6. It's going down, so they're using them.
We don't have enough.
Where did the other planks go? We've got 5 more planks.
There was one left with this one that, when it was saying it, I don't think we have enough planks.
Yeah, we do. There
Okay,
goes.
I was wrong. Sick.
Alright.
I'm okay with that.
Now they should pretty much just focus on building the levees over there, which is good. Let's start... So, now that we've got this going, let's start preemptively pathing over to the other side, I figure.
Alright.
Because I think we could just... Yeah, we could just go along there and then dam up right in that little archway.
So we'll need to go up.
No?
We'll need...
I thought we could just staircase down here and then go along the edge.
In the bad water?
Fair enough. Okay, we could, Fuck. What if we built the God, I can't remember the name of them. Platforms, I think it is. Or we could just build levees along that way and walk on those. It's not like we
I think
have.
I'd rather do platforms.
Yeah, but here's the thing. Platforms cost planks. We don't have a lot of planks right now, but we do have a surplus of wood.
Well, we do have a surplus of wood.
Or we
We
could just
aren't gonna
build
need
dams,
it.
which are probably less expensive.
Nope.
Nope, they're more. Okay.
Dams are actually more expensive, oddly enough.
But, I feel like 12 for a levee isn't that bad. Like, it's either that or 6 planks. 6 planks is quite a bit. I was thinking more stick to the edge than that, but yeah.
What do you mean stick to the edge?
Like, hug the wall real close. The whole way.
Mm-hmm.
So that way we're not creating, like, weird pockets or anything.
And then...
Go look at it from the side so that you can see what's going on. That was not what I was going to say, but okay.
I'll just do that real quick.
And then just continue the dam. And then path along all of that, and we should be able to reach it all. Like, it seems kind of stupid, where we're either going to have to go a really long way around that I'm not sure the path is going to reach, you know? Or we can just do it this way. Yeah, looks like it reaches.
Cool.
Hell yeah. So then we'll have that problem solved. Go ahead and hit play so that they keep doing what they're doing. Whoops, they built all the houses. Did you up the priority of those?
No, I did not.
Yeah, that's what I'm talking about.
I was wondering when that was gonna happen. Alright. Well, at least we got our oak trees going, so. Our oak and our pine trees and everything, so. How's our storage doing?
Yeah, might as well.
Fucking finish it already. Goddamn. Stop building the houses. Jesus.
There it is. There's the problem.
Aye, there's the rub. Why do you...
Why did you say it with that accent?
I don't know. Why are you guys coming over here? There's nothing over here for you. Stay away.
Obviously they want to be there, damn.
There's nothing over here for them. Nothing.
I don't know, man. Maybe there's some really interesting bugs we don't know about.
There is nothing over there for them.
There is nothing.
I like cleaning that up a little bit, you know?
Yeah, fair.
Alright, so we're not going to be planting anything here, so might as well just... Whoop. Not going to be planting anything there. There we go.
Yep. Now the tree cutting area is only in the area
Honestly,
where we're cutting trees.
We can demolish this.
Yeah, you could. There's no reason to keep it there. It's not even going to leave anything behind it. It didn't cost anything to make it in the first place.
No.
Alright, we've got
We can even demolish
59
this
water.
one.
Go ahead and turn the water pumps back on.
Boop.
Seeing as we're, like,
Boop.
basically there. Let's not forget that this time.
Yeah.
And then the 2 vacancies are probably in the builder now.
3 vacancies.
Oh, shit. Oh, they're not. Okay, so that'll have done something.
Now we're at 1 vacancy.
Where's the vacancy?
Which building? Forester.
Oh, that's bad. Yeah, we kind of need that.
Yeah.
Go ahead and pause the berries. We don't need the berries.
Boop. And I'm also going to boop, raise that workplace priority so that there's always somebody in it that way.
Yep. Because that way we don't
Here
turn
comes
around
the
and go,
water.
oh shit, there's no trees.
Whoosh.
Now see how close they are to finishing those levees up there, maybe.
Give me 1 second. I want to watch this. Alright. That one's done. That side's done. Now
We
I
just
just
need
gotta
the
go
other
the
side.
other way. That was my
And then, of course, we have to dam up over there, but, like, that'll get us a decent chunk of the way done.
Yeah. For this one, I think best practice would be
To get
just
up there.
one levee. Like, I'm just gonna go ahead and place them where I think would be best now. Because we're not gonna build them for a long fucking minute, but one levee there.
And then it should just drain down the hole.
And it should just drain down this hole.
Theoretically.
And come down this way and out this way.
Which eventually we'll probably want this area too, but for now that's fine.
Yeah. That'll be a good start. And then eventually we'll just fucking blow a hole this way.
Yeah, so we might want to start thinking about how we're going to get there. Oh, that's so cool. But yeah, no, we might want to start... There goes a beaver. Thinking about how we're going to get up there.
Yeah. Which
I think the easiest way would be to path around up here, you know?
Path from here?
Yeah, probably. Let's see how far the path will go while we're at it.
Let's go ahead and put it to here. So, we're going to need...
I think you're increasing how far the path is by a lot there. Do me a favor and just drag from here straight and see if it gets to the same color. Yeah. You see?
Yeah, I see it. Okay.
Stop doing that, please.
No, I didn't know. I didn't know, and it presented us with an opportunity to test it. So, you know what? It's fine. But we'll just path, right? And then for this... Fuck it. Let's unlock the double platforms.
Okay.
We're gonna need them eventually anyway.
So
which I am going to, real quick, pause these because I don't want them going past this right now. We don't want them to actually start on this. We just want them to be able to, like, we just want to have the path going.
Yeah, just finish all the paths real quick and see if we can get there.
And we're trying to get up to there.
Yeah, this is going to be the part where it gets fun.
So, I think I want to get... So we'll do this. To there, right?
Mm-hmm.
Then... single platforms. And then I think this would need to be... Oh, wow.
Yeah, we need... It's fine, just stack them. So, put doubles and then...
We'll just stack doubles. Like that.
Path across.
Now,
And then...
the fun part is actually getting up to it, so...
Yeah, we're probably just gonna have to build a very staircasey staircase. Well, that'll work. Okay, so if you put... no. Because we have to be able to turn.
Give me a second. I'm getting there. I've got ideas. So, boom, boom. Right? Boom. Boom. Right?
And then one more down and you're on the level that we're already on.
Yeah.
So, one more staircase, and then bang it over that way. And that looks like it all connects.
It'll reach at least to this.
Yeah, which that's fine for now. Because that'll at least free up the space that we're currently using, I think, right?
Pretty much.
Yeah, so that's fine for now.
Well, I want to...
Well, yeah, like path over if you want, but... And then one more there. Yep. Yes.
And it'll reach.
It's too far right now because we don't have all the staircases done.
Don't have all the staircases and platforms and everything we need done. Cool. Oh, hey.
Yeah, you should really just be letting things go while we're doing other stuff. Because you pausing it all the time is, like...
Yeah, it's probably
not as much stuff. Yeah. Because then every time we come back, we're exactly where we were instead of being like, wow, we did so much. You know, it's like, oh, okay, we're where we were.
Yeah, you make a good point. I think I want to keep the pine just going right there where it is.
Yeah, that's fine.
And then, like, we'll unmark them for cutting later. Or at least a portion of them. Ooh.
Looks like somebody doesn't have a job right now, so you could just shove them in the builders if you want.
Yeah. But what we'll do, what I'm thinking, right, is the section.
Would you please raise the priority of the staircases? The idiots are building everything but.
Yeah. But I'm thinking the section that was the pine, or not the pine, the birch, right here, is the section we can turn into for pine resin. And that way we still have a decent, like, midway production for wood, and then our heavy wood producer. What do you think?
Perhaps.
Yeah, I'm just thinking, like, because right now this seems to be working really well for us for our wood. You know?
Yeah, no, that's why I like to do the oak the way that I do it, is when it finally does grow, you end up with, like, a ripple of cutting down trees and constantly having new ones.
I do want to get...
secondary wood pile.
Well, I'm thinking 4 planks. So that way we have storage for planks.
I don't think we're going to need that big of storage for planks, honestly.
Do you think?
Yeah, we could just put a smaller storage pile right next to the planks right now. Like, just put it right next to where they're building them.
Right here? Or do you mean right here?
Maybe...
Because I was thinking back here, because
that's
it's not
fine.
green.
Just put it there.
Our storage area.
You could even... Well, no. Leave that open, because then we can put something to raise whatever down there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so put that there. And then mark it as planks. Which it'll only be able to hold 30, I think, but I don't...
20.
Ah, that's less than it was.
Yeah.
Oh, well, whatever.
Like, these are down to 15, and I'm pretty sure they were more than 15 before.
So we're gonna need a hell of a lot more water storage pretty soon, which I'm thinking we might as well just
We're
put
about
it
to
out
have
in
a
that.
fucking shit ton
Yeah.
of...
So,
Okay.
we should start now.
We should also probably unpause these and build these.
Yeah, go ahead. So let's put down over to the left there. The water storage, I'm thinking. We don't have gears yet, so there's no point.
So you thinking over in this area?
Yeah, where it's gray. I was thinking up above the path, yeah.
Right here?
Yeah, and then just bang down hella.
Tell me when to stop.
Stop. Like, put that one and then stop.
Okay.
But yeah, no, anyway, so, we'll go ahead and mark those as water, but
yeah.
For now I'm thinking we could probably be wrapping up streaming right now, because I'm hungry.
I'll mark these for water, and then we'll go ahead and get off of here.
Okay. Yeah, no, so, hi, this was the first episode of Two Idiots
and
with
one console.
one console. We'll get there.
We'll get
We'll
there.
get there.
We didn't practice the outro,
We practiced the intro.
but not the outro. We'll get there.
But you know, so this will be up on YouTube as well as we did stream it live on Twitch. We had one viewer the whole time, and that viewer may not have been a real person, so we'll see. We did have 2 viewers at one point. They left real fast.
I think one of those viewers might have been me when I was figuring out the whole sharing thing.
Yeah, I don't know.
To
whatever.
be completely, like...
If it boosts, I'll make a different account for all the electronics we have and just watch it on everything.
Right?
God, that would fuck the bandwidth, though.
Oh, yeah, our bandwidth would be shot, and we would not be able to actually stream as efficiently.
Yeah. Anyway, so we've been... the idea is we're going to stream every day that we can at 5 Pacific time, which is West Coast time. If you're on the East Coast, that'll be 8, and if you're on Midwest, that'll be 7.
Mountain
time, that's 6, and then back down to 5. I don't know. So yeah, we'll try to be here every day. For now, it's probably going to be Timberborners. If anybody actually does watch this and has something that you want to watch us play, you're obviously welcome to at any time put that in the comment section, or come here and harass us live. That's fine.
Yeah. Suggest it to us. If I have it in my Steam library, I will gladly pull it up and play it. If I do not, if I have the money to get it, I'll get it.
He's got a lot of games, though. Try him.
Yeah. How many do I have?
I don't know. Doesn't matter.
Yeah, I'll figure it out later. I'll have an answer for you next stream.
If we remember.
Yeah,
anyway.
if I remember.
So yeah, if anybody does watch this, it was nice to meet you. If I already know you, hi, and bye.
You guys have a wonderful day.
Yeah, I don't know. We'll figure out a channel outro
Yeah.
at some point.
We'll figure it out eventually. Bye.
So, bye.